It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Unbound Brewing Company, and this is a can of the Nocturnal Oatmeal Stout, coming in at 6.8% ABV in a 330 milliliter can. Made in the Pennine Hills in Oldham. I think it's Oldham. Let's have a look. Colne. I think it's north of Manchester. Without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. I really like an oatmeal stout. I've got high hopes for this beer. A little bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. Oh, look at this! I had to stop because I had a little leakage there. Oh my goodness me, this looks like engine oil. This is the best looking stout I think I've had all year. Ah. Now I've got a name for this. The aroma is terrific. The aroma is terrific. I'm so excited. I'm so excited by this beer. I've got a name for this style of beer. I call it Scandinavian style Imperial Stout. Or stout. And for me, why I categorize a beer in this manner, in this way, is because in the early days of me reviewing beer on the channel, your 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, the Scandinavians, your Swedish people, your Norwegian people, Danish wonderful people, they were producing stouts with big, thick, tan coloured heads. Chocolate kind of caramel coloured heads that were thick and creamy and dense, and they weren't going anywhere, and the liquid was jet black in the glass. And as soon as I seen the first drop of liquid dropping into this glass, I just got super excited. I love British beer, I love British brewers, but I would say for all the great beer in the UK, there's not many brewers who know how to brew this style of stout. This engine oil, thick, gloopy stout. I would say 5% of brewers in the UK can produce what we have in the glass here. This would have been super, super expensive to produce, without a shadow of a doubt. But I guarantee somebody at the brewery who have produced this beer, they either love stout or they visited somewhere like Norway and Sweden and Denmark, and they've just picked up a couple of tips on how to brew a beer like this. Super excited. It's jet black in the glass. Look at that. There's no light bleeding through that glass whatsoever. Gonna get the aroma. It smells fabulous, absolutely fabulous. This could be in my hand here, because I've been searching it for the best part of a decade. This could be the best stout stroke imperial stout that I have ever tasted in the UK. And I've not even tasted it. I've not even put it to my lips. I've not even tried any. I'm just talking to you about the look of the beer, the aroma of the beer. Let's see if the aroma and the look is backed up by the taste. Oh. If I got struck by lightning right now, I think I would have reached my peak. I think I'd have reached one of those happy moments in life where your shoulders kind of relax. Everything relaxes. You just want to sit in the chair, slump in the chair, and just take a big sigh and go, ah. What a fabulous beer. For me, when you get a beer like this, it is top draw, it's top quality. There's not many better feelings in life than that initial feeling of relaxing with a terrific tasting, terrific full-bodied beer. In the past, I've talked about lighting fires and, you know, sitting next to the fire with a great beer like we have here. Yes, that would work. That would work. I've actually convinced myself to put an old-fashioned fireplace in the main dining room and a log burner in the front room. So I've got two fires on the go now, and I reckon I'm going to be tapping these guys up to produce this beer again. And maybe do an imperial version. Maybe they could knock one out at about 9. Like, I reckon if they barrel aged this, stuck this in a barrel, it could quite possibly be one of the best stouts in the world. As this is now, there's not a lot. Well, actually, there's nothing wrong with this beer. It's perfect. But I think if they wanted to take it to that next level, they could produce exactly the same beer and just chuck it in a barrel and leave it for a year, 6 months, a year. Let all that lovely kind of whiskiness soak into the barrel. That would be just, that would be amazing. Maybe put it in a little cork bottle, cork and cage, 650, 750ml bottle. And I think that it would be probably the best barrel aged stout in the UK. And they've not even put it in a barrel yet. It hasn't been done yet. Whether it's even in these guys' minds to do that. So flavour. The mouthfeel is so thick. It's so creamy. It's so rich. There's a touch of raisin and plum and prune. The chocolate and coffee and caramel flavours are coming through from the roasted malt are just amazing. If you think about a thick latte, some gloopy caramel, some thick dark chocolate, they're all thick, they're all gloopy, they're all kind of like treacly substances, aren't they? The reason why this beer is big and bold and fat and like engine oil is because they're replicating those three important flavours that are in the beer. They're replicating what it would be like if the chocolate melted, or if you had a mug of thick creamy latte, or if you had some gloopy sticky caramel on your fingers, you know, you're licking your finger. It's that sort of thing. It's that sort of only an absolute top end brewer can really understand this style. I've tried so many stouts in the UK, so many porters in the UK that are just not there. They're just not there. They're too thin. There's no body to them. And you're thinking, why can't we do that? You've only got to look a couple of 100 miles north, and the Scandinavians are producing some of the best stouts in the world. And thankfully, somebody's looked north, and it's Unbound Brewing Company with their Nocturnal Oatmeal Stout. If you've got this far into the review and I've convinced you to buy a can of this, don't just buy one, buy 3 or 4 or 5 cans. If you're a lover of big, thick, chocolatey, velvety, creamy stout, then look no further than this. This is mesmerising. I'm going to rate it. Quite possibly one of the best stouts, if not the best stout I have ever had the luxury to put around my lips from the UK. In fact, the world. For a 6.8% ABV stout, this has absolutely everything from oat flavours to coffee, chocolate, caramel from the roasted malt to a fantastic fat engine oil, used engine oil body. It's a 10 out of 10. If I had more fingers, I would give it more of a rating. But I only have 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. This is a 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.